chickens is finally coming home to roost on Vlad TV. Now, Vlad, he's had a whole bunch of public dust-ups with different people where he's had private conversations with certain artists, and then he's made it public. Y'all remember when that black woman that I think that was the teacher over there in Princeton or something, he said he was going to get some of his small hat friends on her, and he came under fire? When he went through it with the Wayans brothers, they had a private conversation. He made it out loud. Now, ever since he started talking about the numbers with Boosie, people are really coming for him, and the floodgates is opening, the ship is leaking oil, and about time people starting to hold Vlad to task.
Fees slowly went up, and over the last couple of years, the fee that we actually stuck at was around was $25,000 per interview. Mm-hmm. And that price was justified because Boosie was pulling in like 6 million views for every interview. And in that particular situation, and I showed Boosie all the numbers and all my back-end numbers and so forth, when he was getting around 5.5 million views, I would make around $35,000 off that interview, and he would make $25,000, right? So I had a $10,000 profit margin. He still made the majority of the money, but I was still making $10,000, so I was cool with that, right? And we were rocking like that for years. So some time had passed. It was, about 6, 7, 8 months since our last interview. So I just hit him up one day, a couple of weeks ago, and we had a conversation. And this conversation was a private business conversation, but Boosie recently did a live where he revealed parts of this conversation.
I wanted $5,000 more than he wanted to pay me. He didn't want to pay me, so I think I'm gonna make more money doing it this way.
So Vlad is sinking his own ship because everybody's jumping ship and then leaving. So we remember when he went through the situation with Marlon Wayans, when Marlon Wayans asked for $40,000 because he had known that he gave 6'9", $50K. Because again, Vlad likes to run his mouth. So now when him and Marlon Wayans went through what they went through, it got real nasty, got real ugly. It rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, right? And a lot of people was voicing their opinions on this, right? So now him and Boosie, they started having their issues because Boosie said, man, look, man, I'm the lifeblood of the show. People tuning in to see him. People tuning in to see me. I'm the one that's bringing in the numbers that's allowing you to make money, right? I'm doing it. That's all me. They got public, and now he's trying to defend himself. But then Aries Spears, he now throws his hat in the ring. And he gets in there and he said, hey, man, I need a raise, man. I'm the only one here, man. Everybody jump ship. So Aries is saying this.
Aries, I found the pod after hearing Aries mention it on Vlad a few months ago. Incidentally, I got to tell you something about Vlad. But you'll be the first person I see when I'm of age. Much love, fellas. Keep up the good work. Thank you, brother. And keep at it, man.
Dude, and he said of age. So he's a younger dude.
Yeah.
I love when, your comedy reaches out to younger audiences.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's almost like that you're taboo to those audiences sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Now, I want you to put your business/Jew hat on.
A Vlad hat?
Yes. Matter of fact, when Andy puts his Jew hat on, it comes with the Hasidic curls.
I guess I don't wear them.
Yeah. So when he puts it on.
I'm going to make a hat like that.
2 curls.
I'm going to make a hat like that for the podcast.
That's hilarious. Tell me what you think of this. So, Vlad pays me to be on. And
he's probably mad that you said that because then everybody else wants to get paid.
No, he pays people.
Everybody? He pays?
Yeah, but we all get different pay. So people have said, the most popular guest that Vlad has on, Lord Jamar, Tony Yayo, Godfrey, Boosie, and Aries. I'm the only one left. Godfrey stopped because of the beef with Farrakhan, as did Lord Jamar. Tony Yayo just doesn't do it anymore. And Boosie wanted a raise. Come to find out, Boosie wanted $35,000 an episode. Wow. He was getting $25,000.
So now that all the numbers is out, everything is out. Godfrey was on the show. He's not there. Tony Yayo is not there. Lord Jamar is not there. Boosie left. So Aries Spears is saying that, man, listen, I'm the only one. man, I need to get my money. So when he found out how much Boosie was getting, he like, man, I'm not getting nowhere near that. So he went to he made a phone call over to Vlad, and Vlad wasn't trying to hear none of it, right? Vlad was stonewalling him, right? So then he came and he said this.
So I don't get nowhere near that. And, you know, obviously it's based on the numbers because a lot of Boosie's clips are in the millions. Now, again, I've had a few clips in the millions, but a lot of my stuff, the full interview, probably ranges around 300,000 to 500,000. So I basically said to Vlad, I go, hey, listen, man, I'm not trying to rape you financially. I know I'm not going to ask you for what you gave Boosie. But, you know, come on, man. You know what I mean?
Break bread.
Break bread. And he goes, well, your numbers don't generate what Boosie generate. And so I showed him a bunch of, you know, people that quotes and on YouTube and shit like that and on my phone. And one person said, hey, man, I only buy Vlad subscriptions when I know he's interviewing you. Once the interview's over, I cancel the subscription. Another guy said, hey, man, Aries is a beast. Pay him what you pay in them other and blah, blah. So there's a bunch of these. So he goes, so you want me to pay you more based off what people are saying?
Now, Aries' bargaining chip is, I'm the only one here. So the subscription is going to rise because they're not going to have no choice but to tune in to see me. You got to pay me more. Everybody else jump ship, right? Now I'm bringing in 300,000 to 500K. Now that might pan out to about in the long videos about 5,000, right? Where Boosie was bringing in 6 million, but Boosie's not there. Boosie's not there no more. Boosie ain't there no more. Only Aries. Everybody else checked out, right? And you got so many other podcasts now where they can go to watch. So he's saying, listen, I got the bargaining chip. You see what the people are saying, right? So he's going off of what the fans are saying, but he wasn't done.
And I said, listen, man, again, I'm just saying, be fair. People are saying to you, they're buying subscriptions. People are saying to you, they only watch when I'm on. And of all the guys you had that were popular, I'm the last one standing. What's your take?
Yeah. It's a couple things. And you hit the ones that you needed to hit.
Yeah.
What would you have wanted?
That's beside the point. He asked him to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, a couple grand more.
Yeah.
But the thing that he's right in the idea that, yes, you have loyal fans that are calling up and representing you. That's great, and people have that. Yeah. That doesn't mean that moves the needle where it's going to pay him the amount of money that he wants to make off of an episode. Those diehards are there for you, but are they there? Is there enough of them to make the numbers work? And you guys see the numbers, so you can make that decision yourselves, you too. But the other thing is, the thing that you said, you're the last one there. So he's not going to generate numbers. And if you go, where are those numbers going to come from? Now he's going to have to do episodes with people who are doing much less.
Well, here's the funny part.
Now, it was a period of time when black people was acting like Vlad was the only show in town, as if it wasn't other outlets you can go on. Now you got Club Shay Shay, you got those guys, Say Cheese TV, you got Terrence Gangster Williams show, you got the guys down in Dallas. So you got a bunch of shows that's popping up that people can go to. That's our people, that you can put the money back into our people's pocket, right? Vlad, man, he had a long run. He's made a lot of money. So people now abandoning ship. And Vlad did it to himself too. A lot of the police questions that he would ask, Vlad would be allowed to ask a lot of questions that a lot of black podcasters couldn't ask because it could put them in trouble. Things Vlad could ask, he could ask a lot of police questions where I can't go on there and ask them. It wouldn't be proper for me to ask those type of police questions. You wouldn't come back if I asked you those questions. But Vlad was able to get away with everything because of W privilege. Well, the W privilege now was leaking oil, right? And Aries Spears gave him an ultimatum too. Man, either pay me more or I'm going. And at that point, Vlad called him on the phone and said, we need to talk.
So, of course, he, was being really like, blah, 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 blah. And I said, he kept driving that point home. You just gonna you want me to give you a raise based off what people are saying? I said, listen, man, you don't have to keep telling me about what my worth is. You either want to do it or you don't. So then he texted me back a couple hours later and said, you know, we should talk. I re-looked at the numbers and we should talk. So come on, man. What are we doing here?
Well, you know, it's like in basketball. If you
and I'm just, not to break your point,
Yeah.
but I'm taking it from your angle, which is more so for me, I'm the last one left.
Yeah.
So there's value in my presence.
Yeah, because your numbers are going to go up based on just the fact that if they like Vlad and they like you, and none of those other guys are there,
Yeah.
they're going to have to. They're going to have to go to you. It's like when you in basketball, you're trying to put a team together, and you have you need a center. You have to have a center. You might have to take the 10th best center and pay him the center price for the 5th best center just to get him on your team because you need that player.
Right.
He needs you on this on this.
Right.
So that's the bargaining you have. The real side for him though is to go, Aries, these are numbers, these are real numbers. If I pay you this much, then we're good. I can't pay more than that. And as long as that's a raise for you, you're gonna. I think you would go, yeah, that's good. Don't just get me my. I want value.
Yeah.
That's all you're asking for. You didn't say, like you just said, you didn't say, give me Boosie's amount.
No.
So you got to play fair. You got to play nice in this game.
Come on, man.
And if he has you on enough, anybody's going to build more and more momentum when they're on the show. So,
And Vlad is Russian. So my terms of negotiation is take money or die.
And listen, it is what it is, man. I'm glad that you have a whole bunch of black podcasts popping up, and finally our people starting to go over to our people, right, and bring the money back into the culture. Because for a long time, Vlad took a lot of things for granted. He would speak on our reparations. He would speak on a lot of things he ain't had no business speaking on because people made him comfortable. I just, like I said, Lord Jamar, he pretty much destroyed his credibility. Like, go back and get Lord Jamar, man. Brand Nubian's one of my favorite groups of all time growing up, man. But after Lord Jamar did that foolishness, man, I wasn't rocking with him no more either, man. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.